Inoue, early in this fight, is looking for the knockout. He wants to get Nery out early, and they see the opening, and the opening is that Nery gets stuck on his left side. So early on in the fight, he's coming with big sweeping right hands. In this point, he has the Inoue towards the corner. He's trying to get him trapped there. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna feint motion until he gets him trapped there, and then the right hand's coming. What he does right here to get that big motion is he feints the jab, and that's just to get the legs in motion to throw that shot. See, that jab, that's not really anything on that jab. That jab's just to get Nery to react, get him trapped, and then the right hand follows. And it hides the big motion behind it. Boom. Due to Inoue's lack of respect for Nery, or just eagerness to blow him out the water in the first round, he's going to get caught here and dropped here for the first time of his career. This is a 50-50 position. These are the positions where, basically both guys are in advantage or disadvantage position, in a way to say. They get in a spot here. Nery adjusts. Look, he's gonna take a back step and adjust. Anyway, he's gonna work off this push right here. But Nery puts his back leg. If you look at Nery's back leg, he gets it anchored, right? So anyway, pushes off. He's going into an anchored fighter. So he's get him pushed. Nery's gonna take the back step. He's set. Boom, right hand. Inoue's a little off balance. First time being knocked down in his career. And it's because he, in a position like this, 50-50 position, he didn't think to where he was at defensively. He just looked to beat Nery to the position, and Nery was already set. Bam. Now, this is right after the knockdown, right? And in a way, Nery's going to go for the stoppage here, right? This is the chance he's looking for. He got the knockdown. If he has any chance of him being hurt, this is the spot for him to jump on over him. Now, Inoue might not be that hurt, right? He's a little bit off balance here when he gets caught. He might not be that hurt, but he's definitely shooken up. But boxing is such a mental game that Nery's going to get confidence, and he's going to get aggression from the success of this knockdown. That Inoue's going to have to deal with that no matter what, whether he's hurt or not. This guy has a newfound confidence and aggression, and Inoue's going to have to deal with that energy that's going to come from that. So this is the part that comes, right? Inoue's just been dropped. Nery's going to come at him, but if you watch this part, look at how defensively sound Inoue is here. If you were scoring the fight, right? Say you had a score from the moment after the knockdown to this, who wins this portion? Inoue wins this portion of the fight. Like, he is aware, his guard's there, he's not getting hit, he's ducking the shots, he's going to walk him into a few shots. Like, he is very, very sharp right here. And this is with, like I said, he has to deal with the aggression and confidence that Nery is feeling. But look at the guard, look at the way his head movement, look at the way he makes him pay with shots. This is aggressiveness, but he's getting the cleaner shots are coming from Inoue. He's ducking. He's still very sharp. Like, he is shutting down everything that he's dealing with from Nery, which is just aggression and confidence coming from the knockdown. Inoue, to stop Nery from his full momentum, doesn't have to throw punches. He's realizing, like, he's just positioning himself in little feints, little motions, so it's not really wasting energy, and it allows him to not have to commit to anything, but it keeps Nery off balance. And it's just these little motions, little feints, little look like he's putting himself in position, then a jab here, but nothing fully commitment to it, just little feints, little motions, and this just keeps Nery off balance. And this allows Inoue to think and not overly commit, so he can set something up, but while he's just keeping Nery home by just little feints and speed and the things that Nery knows that Inoue can hit him with if he overcommits. Inoue's backstep is amazing. Like, the Shakur has a very, very good backstep, has one of the best backsteps. Inoue's right there, if not better, with his backstep. Like, how fast it is, and the room he gets off that step and how fast it is, it allows the spacing where you're walking into something. Like, he's back. Okay, I can hit you with something. He's going to back up again, and he's so far back on just one backstep. Look how far Nery is off on this punch. Look how far he's coming up short. And Inoue's just watching him. Like, Inoue's like almost like in a different time zone than him. He's just watching his moves. It's like almost like in a video game when where you like slow things down to, when you're fighting like multiple guys, you can slow things down to see them. That's what he is. Look at that. He takes his back step. Look how long he's watching him. Like, this is easy. Like, he takes a step and he's just watching him fall into position. Look at, boom. Okay. That is just foot speed. That's athleticism. That's beautiful timing, but that's just gifts. Like those are gifted feet, gifted movement, and he is just at a complete different. He just steps ahead of him, and he's just gonna watch him step right in range, and bam, make him pay for it. Not a lot of power to that, but it's just this guy's I'm so ahead of this guy. He's put himself such a bad area that I could just make him pay for it. He's just gonna walk into my shots at this point. Look how far off he is with the shot. Boom, bam. Inoue just kind of forcing him back now. Not really any punches, just forcing him back with just feints, little motions, little steps. He starts slapping his jab. He starts getting control over his jab because his jab's coming from low. If you notice, Nery's jab's coming from his hip, right? Inoue keeps his high. Why does he do that? So Nery can't shoot his jab because he feels like Inoue's going to come right over it, right? He's keeping the pressure and the leverage on top of his jab, so he can't do it. Then this little motions are just going to push Nery back. That's all he's going to do. Just those little motions like this. Look, he's just going to push Nery back. Nery's giving up the range, not doing anything. He's too afraid of the distance, too afraid of the Inoue set, that he can't come in with anything. And look, this is nothing for Inoue. He's not really doing anything. And then he gets into a position, right? When does he attack? When he got him with his back against the ropes, knowing that he can't step out and he's stuck, boom, 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 make him pay. It's just knowing where the ring is, right? It's just knowing where he's at in the ring. I push him back. Okay, here. Where's he going to go? Nowhere. The rope's right there. So get him back one more step. He's stuck. Bam, bam, bam. Make him pay. Inoue's guard. Inoue's using everything. His guard, head movement. His hands are in position to counter. Like, once the knockdown happened and Inoue tightened it up, his defense is some of the best in boxing. But look at the guard. Look how everything's working together, right? Look at everything. Feet, hands, right? I heard expression stacking. That's what Inoue's doing right here in boxing terms. He is stacking. His feet and his hands are moving together, working together. Look at the guard. Look at the hook that's going to come right off the guard. He misses, right? But look, he doesn't fall off balance. He misses and boom, in position. Then moves out. Guard set, right? Boom, block. Now he's going to go under. Whoop. Back up. Jab, right. Still in position. He's hit him. Turns, gets an angle so he gets the distance. Turns, gets an angle again, comes around him, hook to the body, back step, guard in position. Look at this. It gets the angle, so turns him again. Nery has to reset. Jabs out, come in, walks into a jab. Like, this is everything working together. Look at the Inoue's feet. I mean, that's a little bit of Prince Nassim Ahmed right there. Like, Prince Nassim Ahmed was just so gifted, talent with his talent and his coordination, right, and his balance, right, that he could do stuff that broke rules. Like, Inoue follows good technique, good structure, but he can also do things like this, where it's just gift. Like, look at, he's just gonna circle around him. Look at that little step out of range. You can't do anything because Nery's chasing. He's chasing a guy that's not following. He's not going straight back. He's the guy circling around the lead leg, right? What you would want to do, maybe just not the technique you could teach someone to do, but he does it. And then look how quick he gets balance off of this. Boom, boom, boom. He's set. He makes him pay. You would think he's the one off balance, right? The guy's chasing, coming forward. The other guy is falling, going backwards. And look how fast he gets in position. Boom, I'm set. Bah, bah. Now, Nery you would think, okay, he's on the inside. This is where he wants to be, right? He's again on the inside right here. So he's on the inside, right? Again, away. Positioned. Boom. Nery's where he wants to be. Nery's not in bad positioning. You know what I mean? This is where he wants to be at. Look at Inoue. Boom. Getting under. Getting the distance for the hook. See, Inoue hunches over, right? So he's not allowing him to have full press on him, pushing back, right? Keep him off balance. No, he's against the rope, so he leans over to keep his legs his legs have this a structure, right? They have the structure underneath them. His legs are set. He allows the room for the hook. So look at, he's gonna kneel forward. Look at his upper body. His upper body's gonna kneel forward as Buzz gets the ropes, right? Keeps the distance, right? Keeps the leverage for the hook. Boom, right back. Bam. Positioning. It's knowing where you're at. It's knowing how to position your body and where you're at to still get the most advantage and leverage in your punches. This is talented stuff from Inoue. Now, this is Inoue just being, I'm just superior to you athletically, speed, gift. This is what this is. He's just telling him with the same shot over and over again. Like, he's right there. He just knows that When Nery, he's been hitting Nery with big shots. He knows that he has more energy in him. He has more explosion in him at this point, and he's just challenging that. Like he's hands down. He's just touching him up. Go back. Can I go back far enough? It's just one shot. It's just one shot. He's just challenging him with. There was a clip that went viral. It was a huge moment for the UFC, and it was Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. And at the end of their fight, they just kind of agreed to slug it out, and Max Holloway landed a big knockout. Right, and it was huge. It was a fun, entertaining clip. It was smart. Holloway, as far as like his star power, like rose even more than it already was. Right, just with that moment. This kind of is what happens here. It's just that Inoue is just so good that even when he chooses just to say this just fire from the hip, it's still with such craft and talent. So this is what happens here, right? He's going to take all these shots, and he's starting to feel where Nery is, right? He's starting to feel like, hey, this guy doesn't have the same stuff on his shots. He's slowing down. He's not. I'm seeing everything's coming. So he's just going to say, all right, let's throw then, right? So this is what Inoue is going to do right here. He's going to say, let's throw. Boom. And then he's just going to start exploding with shots. Now, you might think, oh, no, he's still being cautious. Well, he's just so talented and his technique is so good that, yeah, of course, if you look at Holloway and Gaethje, they're still moving their head. It's just not the same technique, right? It's not as precise and everything. It looks more sloppy. It looks a little more out of control because it is. Because in a way, even when he's going to full explosion, it's still great technique. This is built in. He's not going to lose it. If you look at Inoue's head, right? Look at Inoue's head in this motion. And look how it stays in the same spot no matter the movement. It never gets over his front leg. It never gets off balance. He never gets too much weight one way. This is Inoue fully firing, right? Just getting as wild as he could possibly get. And it's still in perfect motion. His head is in the same spot always. It never gets over the shoulder. Even with all the big motions, his head stays in the same spot between both his legs, right? It stays right between that structure of both knees. And he is saying, let's go. He's saying, let's throw right here. I'm this exchange, and his technique and his gift and his talent is just so much that it looks like, oh well, no, he's still kind of playing it safe. He's not really here. Right here, he's saying, Nery, let me see what you got. He let him hit him on his arms, right? He let him work his arms, and right here at the end of this, he says, all right, let's go then. If you want to exchange, let's exchange. But Nery just can't keep up. It's too much. It's too much going on. The punches, the technique, the distance. Everything, even when you think, oh, he's letting it go, they're going for it. It's not wild. It's controlled. It's just too much. It's too great. It's too great of a talent in front of you. And look at this. Pop, pop, pop. It's over. Didn't have to put too much on it. Just perfect technique, perfect placement, and perfect timing.